Have you ever noticed how your Siberian Husky suddenly becomes a drama star the moment you grab the leash? Or how they stare at you like you personally offended their ancestors just because you asked them to sit? This isn't stubbornness, it's instinct. Huskies were bred for extreme environments and close teamwork with humans, and many of their behaviors today come straight from their history. In this video, we're counting down the 10 things Siberian Huskies hate the most. From small annoyances to the #1 mistake that secretly causes most husky behavior problems. Some of these will finally explain those famous tantrums. Some will make you laugh, and one might completely change how you treat your dog. Stick around until the end, because the top reason is the key to having a calmer, happier husky. Let's get started. Number 10. Boring walks. Walking the same route every single day quickly becomes boring and mentally draining for a Siberian Husky. These dogs are natural explorers who were bred to travel across vast landscapes, constantly discovering new scents, paths, and environments. When Huskies pull on the leash or try to change direction, they aren't being disobedient. They're searching for stimulation and adventure. Mixing up walking routes, visiting new parks, hiking trails, or open spaces keeps their minds active and their energy balanced. But if you keep repeating the same dull walk every day, don't be surprised when your husky becomes restless, destructive, and harder to control at home, because boredom will always find its own outlet. Number 9. Forced cuddles. Huskies enjoy affection, but only when they choose it. They are naturally independent dogs who like having control over their personal space. When you force hugs or hold them when they aren't comfortable, they often show stress through stiff posture, slow escape attempts, yawning, or those famous dramatic sighs. Allowing your husky to approach you for affection builds trust and makes bonding stronger. But if you constantly ignore their boundaries, over time they may start avoiding contact altogether, becoming distant, anxious, or even defensive when touched. Number 8. Inconsistent rules. Huskies are extremely smart and always observing patterns in your behavior. When rules change from day to day, they don't understand what's expected of them. If something is allowed once but punished later, it creates confusion instead of discipline. Clear, consistent boundaries help Huskies feel secure and confident in their environment. However, if rules keep shifting, your husky will continue testing limits, ignoring commands, and acting out because uncertainty leads to frustration and misbehavior. Number 7. Being alone for long hours. Siberian Huskies are pack animals through and through. In the wild, separation from the group meant danger, and that survival instinct still exists today. Long periods of loneliness trigger anxiety rather than calm. Without companionship and mental stimulation, Huskies often howl for hours, chew furniture, dig holes, or attempt dramatic escapes. If this continues regularly, their stress can develop into severe separation anxiety that becomes harder and harder to fix. Number 6. Hot weather. Huskies were built for freezing climates, not intense heat. Their thick double coat traps warmth, making hot temperatures uncomfortable and sometimes dangerous. During warm days, they may pant heavily, refuse to move, lie on cold surfaces, and appear unusually tired or irritable. Exercising them during cooler hours and providing shade and water keeps them safe and comfortable. But if you ignore heat conditions, you risk overheating, dehydration, and serious health problems that can quickly turn life-threatening. Number 5. Being ignored. Huskies were bred to communicate constantly with humans while working in extreme environments. Attention and interaction formed strong survival bonds. When you walk in and ignore your husky, even briefly, they often feel rejected by their pack. That's why they respond with loud howls, jumping, pawing, and intense eye contact. They're trying to reconnect. If this need for attention is repeatedly dismissed, your husky may become clingy, anxious, or develop attention-seeking behaviors that grow worse over time. Number 4. Small living spaces. Huskies are built for movement, endurance, and exploration. Their bodies and minds expect daily physical outlets. When confined to small spaces without enough activity, frustration builds quickly. This trapped energy usually shows up as chewing furniture, digging, pacing, and destructive behavior. Without enough room and exercise, your Husky's stress levels rise, making them harder to manage and far less happy in the long run. Number 3. Uncomfortable collars and gear. Because Huskies were bred to pull, pressure around the neck naturally encourages them to lean forward even harder. Tight collars often create discomfort, choking, and frustration, turning walks into a constant struggle. Using a well-fitted harness spreads pressure safely across the chest and shoulders, improving comfort and control. But if uncomfortable gear continues, expect stronger pulling, resistance during walks, and possible neck injuries over time. Number 2. Being told no. Huskies evolved to think independently in dangerous conditions, making decisions that sometimes saved lives. This instinct makes them question commands instead of instantly obeying them. When you rely only on strict no commands without positive guidance, many Huskies push back even harder. Without cooperative training, stubbornness grows, listening decreases, and everyday obedience becomes an ongoing battle. Number 1. Being treated like a pet instead of a partner. More than anything, Huskies hate feeling useless or disconnected from daily life. For thousands of years, they worked beside humans as teammates, pulling sleds, navigating danger, and solving problems together. They thrive when given purpose through training, exercise, and involvement in activities. But when treated like decorations with no responsibility or stimulation, boredom turns into frustration, and frustration turns into behavioral problems that slowly damage the bond between dog and owner. Those are the 10 things Siberian Huskies hate the most. If you're a Husky owner, you probably recognize several of them right away. Understanding your dog's instincts helps you meet their needs and build a stronger bond. And if you own a small breed like Dachshund, or you're thinking about getting one, you don't want to miss this next video on 10 common mistakes Dachshund owners make without even realizing it. Click here to watch it.